Hi, this is Jonathan with NetCheck Investigations. Our purpose, as always, is to make sure that you lead a safer and happier life. Our big concern is that background checks, especially instant searches, online searches, national searches, pretty much have no value. And in order for a search to be a valid search, it must meet with the compliance standards of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It's an act by Congress, and it's enacted by every state that says what a report should have and the terms around it. So there are 9 elements to this report to make it accurate. Number 1, it's called a consumer report. A consumer report is something prepared by, number 2, a credit reporting agency. So if you get a printout from a computer or online, that is not a consumer report. That's just a list of possibilities. To meet the consumer report standards, there are some things that have to happen. Number 2 is that the credit reporting agency, such as a private investigations company like ours or others, is the one that prepares the report, and it should be signed and on letterhead. Number 3, the background check, if it locates any cases, must be verified by the court itself. So a printout, again, is not verifying that the report is accurate or the cases are accurate. We and other agencies, credit reporting agencies, call or contact the court directly and verify that the case does belong to that person. Number 4 is that the name, middle name, date of birth, other what we call identifiers will validate that the case belongs to that person. Again, a computer can't do that. It must be done by a human being, what we call a live search. Number 5, there is a 7-year scope of search period unless the duty of care doctrine applies. If you want to know more about the duty of care doctrine, there's another video called the duty of care doctrine, but it goes back 7 years. So a lot of the information that a computer will spit out, number 1, hasn't been verified with a court. Number 2, hasn't been verified with identifiers. Number 3 is not a consumer report. Number 4 is not prepared by a consumer reporting agency, a credit reporting agency. And then finally, it may exceed the 7-year scope or it may not apply. So you really want to make sure that the report that you get is within the 7 years, which is in most states, for employment or tenant screening or even going out with somebody. That's sort of the window. Number 6 is that you also have to verify that the case was a conviction or a warrant or a new or pending case, dismissed cases, not guilty cases, arrests that were not filed, do not count in a Fair Credit Report record. And so someone has to go through and determine, you might be able to, but somebody has to determine whether the case is a conviction, a pending case, or a warrant. Number 7, the ability to run a search must result from an authorization signed by the subject, the person who the search is conducted on. So again, if you go online and push a button on somebody, that person should be signing a release of information understanding their rights. Number 8 is that any person who's a subject of a report must be made available a free copy. So if you're running on someone and other than dating, I'd say they want a free copy of their report for employment or renting. And number 9 is the credit reporting agency must be available, and the consumer must be able to contact them if there are any discrepancies. So the Fair Credit Reporting Act says that you have a right to argue or to remove items on your report. Maybe it's inaccurate, and so if that, let's say, is generated by a computer, that report, and it's not a consumer report, it's not provided by a credit reporting agency, you're not really able to contest your report. So the 9th item is that you should be able to contest your report. So I hope that's helpful. And I think the best thing to do is to contact a private investigations company. We all know these rules. We should follow them. And I wish you a safe and happy life. And contact us if you need anything at info@netcheckpi.com. Thanks.